welcome back. Josh Peter here for From the Stands. Today joined by UFC featherweight and fan favorite as well, Josh Culibao. Josh, thank you for the time, man. I very much appreciate it. First things first, how are things with you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, thank you for having me on. Yeah, just plodding through life. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's touch first on your most recent fight, obviously, Danny Silva. A split decision one. I thought you won, and it was a very close fight. I guess not the outcome you'd wanted, but not the worst case scenario as well. Split decisions, it's better, I suppose, than a finish or those sort of things. So, how did you sort of digest that loss in the days that followed?
Oh man, definitely sucked. It's just one of those ones that you do think that you do enough, and you just thought like, man, I thought I did enough, and I put a beating on the guy, and you just think that you're just gonna walk away with a win. Yeah, it obviously sucks from a competitive standpoint because obviously me, I'm a person that just hates to lose. I'm a very very competitive person.
Yeah.
So yeah, and top of that, man, I sacrificed a lot to get to the fight and to perform and thinking that I did enough, but yeah, and then you get it taken away from you. So it obviously sucks, but there's no what can I do now? Like, there's nothing that can change the result of what happened. Like, me complaining about it ain't going to change anything. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Of course. And obviously, a big focal point of your career last year was fighting at 284, which we'll get to in a second. Obviously, a massive card and massive crowd, and you got a massive win on that card as well. I know 305 is now slated for Perth, August 18th. Is that something that you're looking at as a focus?
Yeah, 100%. I have to be on there. That's just a given. That's just a given. It's yeah, I have to just be on that card. That's all it is. I'm fighting in Australia. I'm fighting in front of friends and family, and yeah, not often they come to Australia. So I want to make the most of it every single time they come here.
Have you reached out to anyone in terms of a fight on that card yet?
No, nothing yet. I'm actually dealing with an injury at the moment, so I haven't really put my hand up for anything. So
yeah,
right, dealing with the injury and yeah, we'll see when the injury's healed. But definitely, I'm definitely going to be on there.
Absolutely, man. I think so too. And obviously, like I said, 284 last year, you had a phenomenal performance. Crowd was one of the best crowds I've ever seen in mixed martial arts, especially when Volk made his walkout. That was incredible. So I guess for you, you fighting on 284 was the first time you'd fought on home soil in 4 years at that point, fighting the UFC. Your last fight before that was on Diamondback. So what is it about fighting at home for the UFC? Did you enjoy Did you enjoy the most? Was it the fans, being at home, the familiarity? What was it specifically that really was it for you fighting at home?
I think just knowing that my friends and family were able to be there in the crowd, and just all fight week everything just felt like at home. Just felt right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being able to see all the familiar faces. I didn't my family there. Yeah, it was just everything just felt right. Just with everyone being there. I think that's the best thing about it. I mean, the fans obviously is a big part of it, but just having everyone there, all my family and friends and stuff. So that's probably the biggest part.
What's up, guys? It's Josh here from the Stands, and look, I know you're in the middle of a good little interview that we're currently doing, but I want to take a second of your time just to give you a quick little shout out to today's sponsor, TrainAid. Obviously, they're big supporters of us, like we are of them, and today they're sponsoring this video. And look, I want to let you guys know about a little product they do, their premium product, TrainAid Hydration. It's the best hydration formula on the market, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. And look, if you don't believe me, ask guys like Israel Adesanya, Alexander Volkanovski, Leon Edwards. You ever heard of these guys? I mean, they're the top athletes in the world. And they're all taking TrainAid Hydration. It really is the #1 formula in the world for hydration. And in the summer months here in Australia, I mean, it's something that I think everyone should be taking. And TrainAid have been very nice to give us a discount code, a very healthy discount code as well. I mean, it's a nice little discount code. If you use the code FTS15 at the checkout, they will give you 15% off. We'll leave a link to their website in this description of this video. And yeah, check them out, guys. Please support them. because they are supporting us. Cheers.
Yeah. I did a bit of research over the last few days on you, and I saw that you were a electrician working 40 hours a week before you signed to the UFC. I'm a third year Sparky myself, so I do this. I know I can understand your grind of that. Working the 40 hours when your passion is something else, and you want to get there. So, what do you remember most about those days between working and training and trying to balance that all?
Man, I think what I can remember is lunchtime when I was dieting. I was eating close to nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about dieting back then either, so I was eating close to nothing, and then we'd have smoko, and all the boys would come back from lunch to the back of the work site because they'd have chips and massive chicken, and it's just I remember that, and just it was a grind. It was a grind, especially with the boys that I was with.
Yeah.
But and the banter on the job site definitely made it easier.
Yeah. Do you still get on the tools now and then?
Oh, well, I do a love job here and there whenever friends need a PowerPoint moved or regular or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just change a light or whatever, put a pendant up or something like that. I'll help.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I suppose it makes it worse too. I understand the feeling, what you mean, because I work on a commercial site, so we do high rises, and you have the hot boxes there where blokes put their pies in, and if you're dieting and you're coming in on smoko and blokes sitting there having a hot pie, it can be pretty hard.
Yeah, it's pretty cooked.
I can imagine. I'll move on, man, and something I want to touch on is obviously our mutual friend Alex. For those that don't know him on Instagram at Attapix, he's done wonders for us, and I think what he's doing as well as a photographer and his dedication and hard work to his craft is one that I think should be commended, and I think he'll be a guy that will be around for many years. In photography, I guess, how did you and him meet, and what are your thoughts on him as a part of your team?
Oh man, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. The way we met, I just think he messaged the gym or something like that, and the receptionist Lauren, he told me, some dude's coming in to do some photography of you, and I go, oh yeah, that's cool. I've received plenty of them before, thinking that it's just a dude that says he's gonna rock up to the gym and take photos, and they normally usually don't. And I remember just training, and he walks in with his camera, and didn't really introduce each other yet. We were in the middle of a session, and he just started taking photos, videos, and just out of nowhere. And then I remember the first thing, he was just very apologetic for rocking up late. So that's the first memory of him. And then we just clicked from then on.
That's awesome. No, he's a great kid. I think he'll go very far. I wanted to touch on something else that is, I feel like Volk has his Cooking with Volk, and I think yours is. I'm going to say it's the way you can scull is unlike anything I've ever seen. I don't know how you either born with it or if it's something you work. It's not something you can craft. I don't think. I've always wondered, because I've seen your videos.
Years of practice, bro. Years of practice.
I saw you beat Volk, you beat many blokes, and I guess, when did you know that was a thing that you could do well, and guys would go, hey, Josh is pretty good at that sculling? When did that become a thing?
Man, I don't know, back in my teenage days, back when I was growing up, me and my brothers used to just drink at home with each other and just like hang out with each other. And we just decided one day, like, who do you reckon can drink quicker? And so we just decided, and now it's just a thing that like me and my brother just outskull everybody.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. It's look, it's my only party trick that I have. Like,
it's a good one.
I'm not going to go to a party and just start shadowboxing. Look what I can do.
I don't know if many people would like that one.
So.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, on that, I've been talking to a man you know quite well in that realm, Mako Shark from the WhoTheFook Pod, and they're good blokes. And he sent me a Ric Flair-esque type promo that he wants me to. I'll read it to you. I don't know how good it's going to sound over text, but he said Mako Shark says you got lucky the first 2 times. Sleep with one eye open because there's a third time. The third time's a charm. Anytime, anywhere, any beverage, you're getting smoked. I guess your response to Mako Shark.
Mate, the guy finishes half a beer and then he nearly vomits it out. So he's any beverage, did he say that? That would
any beverage, yeah.
No, he doesn't mean it anywhere because he says he's been training and getting ready for me, mate. The guy's had his chance. The guy's had his chance.
It's awesome. I love saying it. Last one from me, Josh. I won't keep you long, man. Is what are some big goals that you have over the next 2 or 3 years? I know a lot of people. I mean, you might not be a goal person yourself. Are you a goal person? Are you a person that sets long term, short? There are a lot of people that either set goals or they go with the flow. I guess which one are you?
I'm both. I obviously have a long term goal, and the long term goal is to be top 10, top 5, and then champion. But man, I just take it as it comes. I feel you can't look too far ahead, especially in this sport. Like one loss, one shit decision, it changes a lot of things. So you just got to focus on what's ahead right there and right now, because you have to be present. I feel like I kind of lost that in the London when I fought in London against Murphy. I was looking too far ahead, too much going on, and just already had too many plans, thinking I was going to get through Murphy, and look where I am now. Now I'm on a fucking 2-fight skid. So there's no point in doing a big goal if you can't get through the first the steps to get there. So just one step at a time, one fight at a time, one goal at a time. So.
Absolutely, man. Look, actually, last one. I've got one more for you. Erceg, Stephen Erceg's fighting next weekend, and I want to get your thoughts. I am obviously gonna, you're going to support your own countrymen. You want to see him do well. But I genuinely think he has a legitimate chance of beating Alexandre Pantoja. I really think he actually has a good shot. And a lot of people are counting him out. Obviously, he's ranked number 10, and those that don't know about him aren't going to give him much credit. But I think he has a legitimate chance, more so on the feet. I think he's a real threat. I guess I just want to get your thoughts on how that fight plays out and how you think Steve can go.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely backing the Aussie. When we get up, when one of us gets up, we all get up. So I obviously want Steve to get up, but man, it's a tall task with Pantoja. I mean, the guy's good everywhere. Look, don't be surprised as well. Erceg has grappling too. Like I've seen him on the local circuit. He has grappling too. Don't make it out like he's just knocking guys out now. But he does have the grappling. And look, again, a fight is a fight. Anything can happen. Look at the last weekend. What just happened with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
But Devin Haney was just going to run through Ryan because I don't know. Everyone was just assuming Ryan was off the rails and a little bit mentally not. Again, a fight is a fight. Like once they're in there, all bets are off. It's like that's it. Like we just don't know. Punch, one mistake. It's just the beauty and the ugliness of the sport is that it's like you could be winning the whole fight and make one mistake and then lose. So
yeah, absolutely. No, definitely, 100%. Well, look, Joshy, appreciate your time today, man. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, if we can see you on Perth, that'd be fantastic. I know you get a great reception there, and I'd love to see you get that next fight and get a win back in Perth. I think it would suit you very well. Appreciate the time, man. Thank you again, and we'll talk soon.
Cheers, appreciate it, Josh.
Thanks, man.